Good evening and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. I'm Modi Apparatus. You guys, this place is an absolute mess. What are you guys doing around here? Well, let's clean this place up today. I unfortunately last episode forgot about the little mop command here, which we will take advantage of right now before this whole thing gets contaminated. Our water down here is going to get contaminated pretty soon here. We'll have to be careful. This is gonna seal off. Actually, what we can do, because this is all CO2 down here, I think we should just seal this thing off for now until we're ready to deal with it. They'll block off some of it, stop it from I don't know. I mean, I guess this is using the CO2. But we have enough CO2 to use in the base right now that this should be using. Currently, it's not emitting anything. I don't know why it's not working exactly. Using algae, not using water, or not using algae, not using water, and not emitting oxygen. I don't know why exactly it's not doing that. Let's take a look at the overlay here. Could just be lack of CO2 around it. That could be. So I think if we seal this off for now, we'll go back to this later, but that's gonna have to be how it is for now. And we're making another one of these things right here. So hopefully, oh, whoa, okay. We got an error. Interesting. First time this has ever happened before. All right, well, I'll be back in just a minute. All right, we're back. She's filling in that gap. Oh my God. Okay, guys, we might have a serious issue here. I'm gonna see if I can get past this. All right, it seems to have been working now. I had to reload a couple times here. What seemed to be causing the issue is it would crash right at this point here. When they built this permeable tile in here. I don't know what was happening exactly. There was a resource falling down while it was getting crafted, so that could have been the reason. We'll try to craft it again now and see if it crashes again. But the good news is they're mopping up all the garbage. We could have solved this problem so easily before and not caused all the problems we did. Now there's no oxygen over here, so he's a little mad about that. Understandable. Just hold your breath there, buddy. Hold your breath. Oh, looks much, much better now. Much, much better. And then let's take a look at the oxygen going on right now. Okay, so we still need to, oh God, this is getting really bad over here, isn't it? All right, is this producing anything now? Let's take a look here quick. Algae terrarium is insufficient algae. Needs 10 grams and water. Interesting. Okay, we are out of algae also. So this is working. This is doing its job over here. Doing 29 grams per second, not gallons per second. Thank you. Also to the commenters for pointing that one out. Although, upon Googling that, you think about oxygen in grams per second. Oxygen is not usually measured, first of all, in a weight measurement. But if you think about 44 grams of oxygen per second, how much oxygen that actually is. I said 40 gallons. When I was looking at this before mistakenly, but it's still like 9 gallons of oxygen per second, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I think my math showed that like trees can do about like 1,000 or 10,000th of that. So like, oh my God. All right, what's happening is the gas permeable tiles seem to be crashing the game here, is my best guess. I saw that guy almost doing that one there. So yeah, all right, let's cancel those tiles, and we'll pick our game back up in just a moment here. All right, we're pretty much back to where we were now, before that last crash. I did save the game just now, just to be sure. He's dropping off some algae for these things, I think, finally. Drilled the bottle of water, now we need the algae. This one's got some. It's doing 29 grams per second. 44 now, okay, cool, that one's working. This one's working. This one's the only one that's not working, it's algae. Okay, well we're getting that at least. We have some operations over here to get some more algae. Currently unreachable, interesting. Oh, this one's unreachable because this one's in front of it. Got it, should be fine then. All right, so we're getting this place working again now. That seems to have done the job. Let's see if these things break the tiles again here. This is the ones I was worried about. If these break the game, okay, that worked. It's just the gas permeable ones. Maybe it's gas permeable when there's a wire behind it? Yeah, we got a wire here though. Well, anyways, okay, so now we got that done at least. Insufficient resources. Yeah, we're not producing enough oxygen, obviously. Okay, let's see how the, yeah, see, the O2, the CO2 is filling up this place like crazy. This is doing its job. This one can't. Needs algae, okay. That should get there now that he's got some. Go, 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 go. Get that done. Hold your breath. Okay, this is going now. And 40 grams per second now. Okay, is that doing its job? Clearing out the CO2 some? I think it is, actually. I think it is. Alright, so we got some other problem spots over here. But overall, that'll get straightened out, I think. We need more of these, I think. These seem to be doing a really good job. They take a lot of algae, though. But look how much they produce. So these are the answers as far as really, this is converting, which is good. And we definitely need these things at the bottom of the base here. But having a couple more of these would probably solve this oxygen generation problem. But we are running into I believe we're running into a max gas pressure. You see how it's stopping every couple seconds there? So it's not producing as much as it could. It keeps stopping because of gas pressure. What that means is that we need vacuum, which, I mean, actually that's solved by some mining some, actually. That we can create vacuum by mining more. So there is that. There is that. Let's see. Oh, research complete. Fantastic. Percolation technology was researched as the power science. Biodistiller, electrolyzer, water purifier. Not that we need that water purifier anymore. Now we know how to clean it up. But we're gonna have these pockets of contaminated water. That's chlorine, contaminated oxygen. Okay, we'll need some cleanup for those. So we have refinement. We have the biodistiller converts slime to algae. We need this for sure. Okay, so there is some slime we should work on getting to. Right over here. And how much does this do here? It takes a lot of power, consumes 300 grams per second of slime, but it requires a liquid output pipe. So we need a pipe that pumps that what is it output? So it needs a liquid output pipe for the algae, like a liquid algae. So it produces algae, contaminated water, and heat, and -2 decor. The resulting algae still looks pretty slimy, to be honest. We need 200 copper ore for that, so we're gonna need to mine some more copper. Alright, we definitely need to do this, but it looks like, okay, so it's saying that we need the liquid pipe set up for this then. Probably not the place we want to put it because it is producing. It's gonna. Oh, the liquid pipes are gonna be the contaminated water. Okay, so what we need to make, I think, is some contamination rooms for contaminated water, and then we need to have a room for converting contaminated water into regular water. Okay, I'm gonna say first of all we're digging up here to get some more copper and get some more algae, which is good. We need to keep digging this direction to get to the slime pretty soon. We're gonna have an output problem of contaminated water that's gonna need to go someplace. And we're gonna need a refinement for contaminated water here someplace as well. And let's see, contaminated water, let's see, water purifier, uses sand to purify contaminated water. So we could take it has a liquid intake pipe, so we could take the contaminated water, take it out of the biodistiller, put it into this thing, and then output fresh water into someplace else. This is what if I'm reading this right. Let's see, it takes 5 kilograms of contaminated water per second. That's a lot. That's a lot. Takes a lot of power, obviously. It makes more heat. The core problem. And this creates how much? Contaminated water is 100 grams per second. This converts 5,000 grams per second. So yeah, well, let's run this into this, and that should take care of it. Then we're gonna get water from slime, basically. All right, and then we run the output water someplace. Okay. We still need a spot. Let's see if there's any slime over here. Oh, look at all this algae. That's what we need to get to. There's chlorine gas to avoid, but we can get to this algae. There's a lot of it here. So that's another goal for us too then. Getting over there for that. There seems to be an abundance of slime on that side. There's algae down through here mixed with the chlorine and hydrogen. Phosphorite. Coal. Coal we can use for power generation once we have the right research for it. So it would make sense to put the contamination station on this side here. And I'm thinking like right in this area here, which means we need a place to put the water output probably. All right, I'm gonna say we should have an order to dig through here. To keep digging up through here. We'll dig up to here. On this side, we're gonna do the same thing. We got far over. We want to get here. Yeah, this is a lot of work. I think that these. Let's check out the priorities here. Okay, so let's change the priorities on these things here. Get this part done. And get this part done. Okay, and then this stuff will come later. Alright. Yep. Oh, we got another person? Are you kidding me? We're ready for another person? I don't know. Are we? Hard to say. But it's time. We gotta grab them anyways. So, okay. Who do we got here? Eugene, level 5 artist. Holy cow. Good at everything. With 2 negative traits now. Dimensionally inept, which is can't build. And an irritable bowel. Doesn't sound pleasant to be around. Can't dig, but gastrophobia is fine. We don't need them to cook necessarily. Bottomless stomach, not good at much of anything. Early bird, gets up feeling fresh. Iron gut is kind of nice. Boy. This one could be... Okay, so this duplicate takes longer than usual to do their business. That's not bad. For all these traits being great, I'm thinking we're getting Eugene here. And good at creativity and decor expectation is 5. Okay. Another vomiter. Okay, we're going with Eugene, I think. It's because the skills are there. The skills are there. This guy's got a 7 of cooking, but gastrophobia also, so that's not helpful. And this guy's just not good at much of stuff. Bottomless stomach is he's just gonna eat up all of our stuff. I think we can at least do more with this guy. He's not incapable of doing anything. Except for building. But that's okay, we have other people that can do that. And they can do everything else, so. Alright, Eugene, welcome. We need a place to put you. So, that means we want to keep the bedrooms in line here. Kind of in the middle of the map. The other thing I was thinking is you can put some storage for, like, waste and that kind of thing down in here, which we already kind of got going on right now. Would require us to dig out the floor here. Actually, that probably won't be a bad idea. To dig out the floor here, finally. And replace the real floor. I think we should probably work on that too. Alright, let's tell that was of a different priority, like an 8. This one gets done faster. Alright. And what does tile cost to make? I think it's a sandstone, right? Yeah, we have plenty of that. There's not a lot of metal. We need... Also, I was going to mention before, we needed to finally do the sanitation stations I was mentioning before. Sanitation stations... Oh, this was the one that was a problem because it required something we don't have. This one requires copper, that's fine. We can do that pretty easily. Contaminated water is 1,000 grams per second, so we need to take all of our contaminated water and flow it through purifier. So we need a place to put that contaminated water, I think, elsewhere. Having the direct output from the biodistillery is probably not gonna be enough. We need a place to store contaminated water, followed by a place to Let's see. This is gonna be good. Laboratory stress and disease by hygienically handling duplicate waste versus the outhouse. This requires piping though, I think. Yeah, and then it's gonna have a contaminated water problem also. Well, we'll move on to these eventually, for sure. Output point for liquid pipes. So this is where you put, this is what you use to get your liquid out of the pipe system. The pump is what you need to run liquid through the pipes. Must be submerged in liquid to function. So this is the pump that's pumping a pool of stuff out. So we put this inside of our contaminated water. Oh, that means we have to put this in before we fill it with our contaminated water, probably. We need to do some planning ahead. All that sounds good. Let's see. There was another thing. We wanted to build a... We wanted to build some... Sanitation station or something like that. What was it called here? Hand sanitizer. That's the one that was requiring something weird, right? Oh no, it's just copper. Copper ore. And the produces a... reduces the dirty hands effect. Yeah, we want this put someplace. We just don't have... Bleached stone has not been discovered yet. Requires bleached stone. We haven't found that at all. Obsidian granite. Is there refinement for that? Alright. So I think we have a game plan here. We need to dig over this far to get to the slime. We need a place to put contaminated water. We need a place to we need to put a place to store our CO2. We need a place to store... I think that's what's going to happen down here. Is all that kind of storage and refinement is going to happen above that. People have also said I probably should make the ladder too wide. Also, I can't move this though, can I? Yeah, once I deconstruct this, it's going to make everything go everywhere. And that might be a problem. So I can't make it too wide all the way down. Unless yeah, I have to destroy one of these. But I was thinking you go like this, because this is the least going to affect the least amount of space. We're missing a door for this bedroom then. Well, maybe we just won't be able to have that in this particular build. I think it's a good idea for better ventilation, but we're solving that other ways with the permeable tiles, assuming it doesn't break our game still, is the other question. So, alright, so now that we've got some planning done, let's unpause here. First of all, they're getting the algae. That'll get our oxygen back on track. Which also should probably make another one of these oxygen machines here. Let's take a look and see what our oxygen overlay looks like. This is going where it's supposed to go, pretty much. We also could start like trying to dig off the map here too and see if there's something we're missing. There's a lot of water and oxygen we can get to as well up here. This is not contaminated, this is just fresh water. So we can go up as well. We wanted to start looking at that also. It wouldn't make sense to... It won't make sense to... I mean, how are we gonna make a pool? Like, this pool of water here works because it was natural and they climbed down into it. I guess we gotta do something like that for our eventual man-made reservoir for water. And having the two things far away probably make the most sense. So maybe fresh water at the top of the build here, and contaminated water at the bottom. We gotta do some serious planning here. Okay, well let's get what's done here. Insufficient oxygen generation. How much of a deficit are we running here? 50 is not terrible. We've had worse. We've had much worse. And it's actually decreasing as we're going here too. So I think another day, once we have all this algae mined, we should be back on track. What's our next research going to be? Ooh, we need to set up a bedroom for someone too. Well, we're still mining all this further this way, so that'll be okay. We need a cot set up. Assigned to Bert. Is this any of these not assigned? Unassigned. Okay, we have an extra room. Alright, so this is good. Let's put in some tile in here. For the people that are able to. We need to tile made for these bathrooms quick too, because they're gonna restroom out of order. Yeah, we need to fix those up quickly. Probably should have prioritized this faster. That's okay. They'll get on it. They'll get on it. All right, somebody's in. McNair, you gonna work on this? He's delivering sandstone to these things. Okay. I'm gonna set priorities on these ones over here to be higher because we need to put those bathrooms back as soon as possible. Otherwise, we're gonna have more problems. We should work on those first then, or somebody will. For our next research, let's pause quick here and see. We've got sanitation sciences done. Advanced filtration. Can sieve out one selected liquid from liquid mixture. Gas filter can pump out gas out of a mixed composition. Is there a way to filter gases? Like, I guess that would be that, right? I guess we just put the liquid pump inside of a thing here. So with the gas pump, put the gas pump inside of where we want to draw the gas out of. And then I guess if we want to have filtration, like certain things, that's what we do for here. Okay. Combustion would get us some better power generation. Probably will be complicated as far as the outputs there though. Refrigerator would be good, and the fertilizer maker and the cooking station. I think we want to research this next because we're already halfway there. So let's do that. And then we can start building our kitchen over here someplace. This is where I originally intended for it to go. There we go. Now the bathrooms are back. Fantastic. People are waiting on those for sure. All right, bathrooms are back. Whoever needs it can use it. All right, end of day 14 here. On to day 15. Does everybody have a bed? Is anybody missing a bed? Looks like we are missing a bed for someone. Doris has a bed. Maha does not have a bed. Oh no, it's right here. Yeah, so that was the case. We did get 2 more bedrooms set up then. Jeez. All right, we'll work on that. I do think we should probably, well, I don't want to make the shower until we have a place to go with that contaminated water. People's, I mean, that's the only thing we can make that's going to help hygiene though right now. And that's adding to stress too. We have stress at 31 for Maha, 18 for McNair still. Could release some stress for Maha today. Set that for Maha. Oh, interrupted sleep, I'm sorry. Oh god. I don't think it was me. I don't think. Oh, it's this person Bert snores a lot apparently. Are you a snorer? No, it doesn't say or not, but I think Maha is looking a little zombie-like. So we need to get her some stress relief, I think. Pretty soon here. Okay, so that's the game plan. Work our way over to slime so we can start doing that refinement. We have algae over here to work our way towards over here. We have... This is getting to be done. We'll be working on that next. And then I think we don't need to mine out this part here. And this is where our reservoirs are going to go. I don't quite know what that's going to look like. I'm trying to think. Because we need it to be like a place that can, like this, where they can walk down into it. So like, I'm picturing maybe just a thing just like this, like a bigger room with a bridge going across the top of it, a ladder going down into it, with a pump inside of the bottom. And we fill that with, contaminated water. And then right above it, like this, like how it is here, we'll have, right above it we'll have the water purifier stuff, and that'll pump it back up to here. Maybe up to here even, where they can get water. Why is that not getting done? Oh, we need to connect the water pipe connection there. All right. So yeah, I think what we'll do, we'll have to dig some more here. Dig this out. They can't dig all of this just yet without hurting themselves. We're gonna dig out like this. And we'll have the road go straight across here. And then this will be eventually made into a pit of contaminated water down here. And then we'll pump it up to maybe over here, where this will be fresh water over here. And we'll have our processing for that right here. We'll run the pipes through a back channel here and over to here. That's the plan, I think. And then, but people are going to have to come up here to get the water, so we're going to have go up to another floor here still. That's why it would be, it'd be nice to be able to make this into a water reservoir here. How can I do that without getting rid of the water? It might be tough. I don't want the water to fall down out of here. Or what I do is let the water fall down into here, let it fall into a pit down here, and then we use this as our clean water reservoir, which is at the bottom. Then they have to run all the way from down here over to... Well, I guess that's okay. Yeah. I mean, where are they going to use the water? They're going to use the water up here, which is why I built this here right below the kitchen. Put the kitchen right above that, basically, because they need water for that. It means they have to walk all the way downstairs to get water for the kitchen. I would love to have the water reservoir right here. Well, okay, what we can do is we make our thing down here, our water tank down here, and then we drop this water into it for now. Make a water reservoir here for our fresh water, and then pump the water back into it. Done. That works. Yeah, we can play with pumps pretty soon here. Okay. That's the plan for now. Why is it getting so much CO2 in here? I don't know. It might be a CO2 contamination problem, or a CO2 problem with these kind of areas eventually. Let's dig these spots right here. I'm kind of curious what'll happen with that. Okay, so now he can't reach any further, so we need to do something else here in order to get further here. Such as building tiles in here. And tile will go here as well. Once we're done. This will be our reservoir here though for contaminated water. And then we'll configure, I think water's gonna be the key here first, and then we'll keep working on air. We'll get these chlorine gases and that kind of thing eventually. We'll have to do the same thing for those too. I dread all the different wiring we're gonna have to do. I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it severely right now. But I think this will be good going forward for a plan. Looks like Yaddle can get right here right now. And that CO2 is falling down out of here yet? Or no? Yeah, slowly it's making its way down to here, which is fine because this is where it's getting processed, and we have algae to process these things. It is not giving us a deficit report anymore. We're actually doing fine. We're generating lots of oxygen. That's great. So, it'll take some time. This project here is going to take a lot of time, actually. And somebody said I put a ladder right here. I should take care of this finally. It's making them walk over their ladder. I never realized they were doing this the entire time. I don't know why they don't just walk past the ladder. They always climb to the top of it. So, get rid of that finally. Hey, there you go. That's been going on since like episode 2. So, finally those people who are frustrated by that can be happy. They've probably stopped watching by this point. Alright. Well, I think that'll do it for this episode. We got some planning done for the future for storage and how to process some of these problems we'll have in the future here. Water processing. As I said, oxygen processing is not as big a factor for me as water processing is. Because if we want to get these advanced things, it's going to be a lot of contaminated water to deal with. Contaminated air also is a problem. Look at this. So the methane is what this basically is, I guess. Slightly toxic. It's going up. We need some tiles in the roofs of these places to let this escape. Otherwise, these are just going to fill up. Well, they won't fill up, but you see what I'm saying? So yeah, we need contaminated air filters. Okay. Well, I'm nervous about this. I'm gonna set up these for permeable tiles. We need these to be permeable tiles here, I think, below each of the beds. Let's put it here, and here, and here. And hopefully we can build these things without it breaking the game. But I'll save the game here when we wrap up this episode, and then if it does crash, we can pick it right back up here again in the future. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Oxygen Not Included. I think we're in a better place now. Hopefully people who are frustrated with the way I've been playing, I think at least you can see I got a game plan here that I've been sharing now. I don't know if I had this game plan all along or if it's coming to me as I go, but we definitely have a plan going forward. You guys can comment on that for sure. And yeah, so, and then we'll actually have to do a lot more stuff like that. Once we get this system figured out over here, I think we'll have a good system figured out for how to deal with the CO2 problem, the contaminated air problem. It'll be kind of the same kind of thing, where filtration, bad stuff, filtration, good stuff above it kind of thing. Anyways, guys, I rambled enough. I'll see you guys next time for more Oxygen Not Included. Have a good night.